Hi there, this is Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be guiding you in a Pilates/ballet workout fusion for our arms and our upper back. To start out, let's go onto our mat on both hands and both knees. And as we inhale, we'll curl into a cat. Exhaling into a cow, letting your belly fall down to the floor, looking up to the ceiling. Inhaling, curling your spine into a cat, tucking your chin into your chest. And exhaling into another cow. Let's do two more. Inhaling into a cat. Exhaling to a cow. Last one. Inhaling into a cat. And exhaling into another cow. Great job. Now tucking your toes under, send your hips back, and let's just stay here in a downward dog. Now keeping your feet wide, you can raise your heels, push yourself further into a stretch, or you can bend your knees. Just do whatever you need to do here today. This is just to warm up our shoulders and our hips. Using a couple more breaths before we move into our first flow. So moving forward into a high plank position, we're going to slowly exhale down through a chaturanga all the way onto our stomachs for 3, 2, and 1. Falling down onto your tummy, tucking your toes back under. Press the palms of your hands into the floor and stretch as high as you can into a deep cobra. Taking a few breaths here, looking up. Keeping that gaze long and tall. And sit back all the way into a child's pose. Letting your upper back relax and curl. Let's do one more flow, tucking your toes under, sending your hips back into a down dog. Now raising your heels here, we're going to fall forward into a plank, a very high plank, keeping a vertical alignment from your head to your toes. And again, working through a chaturanga in 3, 2, slowly down, and 1 with control. Great. Flat on our stomach again. Let's press up into a cobra. Or if you'd like to challenge yourself, clasp your hands together behind your back, raise your chest up off the floor, and raise your legs at the same time. Taking a few breaths here. And release. To work a little bit on the stabilization of our hips and our core and our shoulders, let's do a couple opposite arm and leg reaches. Pressing into a tabletop, let's start with the left leg and our right arm. Take an exhale as your elbow and your knee meet your chest and your hip, and inhale as you reach. Let's do 3 more. Last one. Staying here, let's just move our foot and our hand vertically to the side, opening to the side and closing, opening to the side and closing, opening to the side, feeling those obliques and closing, opening both your hand and your foot to the side, bring it back to the center, flip your hips to the front, bring your hand above your head, and we'll just stay here for a minute. Finding your tabletop position. Let's do the exact same thing on the second side. 4 opposite arm to opposite leg reaches. Exhaling as you bring your elbow to your hip and your knee to your shoulder, and inhaling as you reach. And make sure you have space beside you. I found out pretty quickly I didn't have very much space beside me, so I just had to shift my balance a little bit. And bring your leg out to the side, bringing it back parallel. Turning towards your side, keeping your hips high for this one. This is also great for your glutes. See that back working? And find your tabletop position. Great job. For an extra challenge today, let's do a couple of push-ups. So just with your knees on the floor, let's do 8, 7, you can do it, 6, 5, Maybe touching your belly button to the floor. 4, or your nose. 3, 2 more. Excellent job. Let's take a well-deserved rest in a child's pose with our hands far away from our body. You can also take your palms facing up right behind you. Just really relax your upper back. You deserve a little bit of a break. But not too much. Let's roll back up. While we're a little bit fatigued today, we're going to do a few pulses. So arms like a wingspan, pulsing down with your palms facing the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip your palms up to the ceiling. We're going to do 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and in for 20 as well. Switching from palms down to palms in. 3, 2, 1. Let's also go up, forming a triangle at the top of your head for 20 reps. We're going to repeat it all again, 20 in each direction, pulsing down with our palms facing the floor. Switching the palms up for 20. Open your hands to second position. We're going to do 10 little circles forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's reverse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keeping those elbows up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. I know you probably worked up a sweat. Your arms are probably pretty sore. Your back might be sore. You did a lot of good work. Let's finish with some swan arms, looking up and looking down and looking up and looking down and looking up and down and up and down. Really play with this one here. Feel your inner dancer as you raise your palms up and down, breathing up and down, breathing up and down and up and down again. Nearly done today. Keep your arms above your head with your elbows turned out and your palms turned out. Lower one hand in front of you. Bring it back up and lower the other hand in front of you, finding that Odette moment. And let's reverse it, pushing your palms down and up and down and up, just like you're in water. Using your breath as well, still here. Making sure you're not letting your ribs flare open. You're keeping your back tall. If you are standing or sitting, you're keeping a great vertical alignment. You're not slouching. Nearly there. Finding 2 more. Last one. And relax. Clasp your palms behind you. Turn your head side to side or let your ear fall to your shoulder. Take one hand across your chest and stretch out your tricep. And switch hands on the second side as well, stretching out our back and our tricep. For this next part in this arms and shoulders series workout, we will be working on the mobility of our shoulders. So take a seat back and raise your hips off the floor. Press your hands into the floor and raise your pelvis up towards the same line as your legs. Now go back down without touching your butt and press forward again. This is great for the mobilization of your shoulders. Just do a couple more, breathing in as you go up. And breathing out as you send your hips back without touching the floor. Keeping your heels solid into the floor and pressing your palms firmly into the floor. And relax. Now send your feet out towards the bottom of your mat. We're going to do a couple tricep pulses here. Wipe off your sweat and let's get started. We're going to do about 40 here. The first 20, let's just do with both feet placed firmly on the floor, really working the backs of our arms. Now lifting one foot, pointing our toe. You can lift it a little bit higher if you need to. And back down, and let's do the same on the other leg. Keeping your pelvis high, pushing your hips to the ceiling. Finishing with a few more. Keep that smile on your face. And relax. Stretch forward, stretching out the backs of your legs. Releasing your upper back and your neck. Just relax into this. Breathe in a couple times. Breathe out. Rolling up. Give yourself a big hug. Making your way slowly to 2 feet. Press your hands into the floor. Send your hips up. And now clasp your hands behind your back. Really release your shoulder blades. And just release into the stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can keep your feet hip distance apart if you prefer. Releasing your hands beside you. And if you haven't done so already, take your feet hip distance apart, grab one ankle with the opposite foot and reach your opposite hand to the ceiling. Now wrap it around and try to grab your thigh and bring your body closer to your thigh. Let's do the same on the second side. Bring our left hand to our right foot and bring your right hand to our inner thigh. Counter stretching our back and our spine. Bring your belly button towards our thigh. And relax. Bend your knees generously and stretch them, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Releasing your chest up to the ceiling, pressing your hips forward and rolling back down all the way. Head's last thing to release. and rolling back up. To finish today, let's just stretch out our triceps, taking your hand over your elbow. As you inhale, you get taller, and as you exhale, you stretch your elbow to the opposite side. Release. Let's do the same thing on the second side. Inhale, you get taller. Exhale, you stretch it towards the other side. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this workout today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, and bye now.